Hello. Hey there, profitable PR pros. What is up? I'm Jen Burson. I'm the founder of Generation PR, now in our 15th year of business, which I cannot believe. 15 years running my PR agency here in Los Angeles. And I'm also the founder of the Profitable PR Pros community that you are a part of. Thank you so much for being here for another episode of Profitable PR Pros TV. Yes, that's what we're calling this. I am excited to kind of riff on today's topic, which is going to be really geared towards helping you understand how you can stay on top of the evolving trends, changing landscape of our industry, right? I never want you to be caught unprepared and by surprise. I think those of us who stick around and have longevity, like 15 years in the business, have been able to watch trends, get ahead of trends, predict what's coming, or at least be on the early end of what is happening and changing in our industry. So we're going to talk all about that because my goal for you is to create a business that's going to be here in the long run. A business that, like I've had mine for, a decade and a half, one that will be here for you, sustain you, earn you great income, be something that in 15 years you still love doing, right? Like I've been representing brands in my various niches for this entire time I've been running my business, and I still love my clients, still love the work that I do. And that's what I'm here to teach you, is creating a business that will sustain so that you can have consistent, predictable, recurring revenue and be a leader in your field, right? Like if you are on top of the evolving landscape and trends that are changing and adjust your services and support your clients accordingly, you are going to be the winner. So we know that our industry, the PR industry, has been changing so fast over the years. I mean, have you noticed? Right? Like I've been in this 15 years, like I said, and when I started, print magazines were everything. We all lived and died by print magazines, long lead publications. That's what every single person wanted. That's what people came to us for, print. Print was king or queen. And the rise of social media and the sort of I don't want to say collapse, but the folding into itself of print, like we all know some publications are folding or getting acquired and becoming part of other publications. It's changing the way that people consume media. It used to be complete separation of editorial and advertising, and now it's like, oh, you will see that there's a great editorial feature of some brand, and then on the very next page is a full page ad. It's no coincidence, right? They're favoring their advertisers because that is the lifeblood of print publications or digital publications, is paid advertising. And ad dollars are going elsewhere. There's other uses for ad dollars, right? So it's all just kind of changing. And the other thing we're seeing too is with influencers, it was like unpaid. If they liked your product, they would talk about it. Then we started to see all of these influencers creating tons of expensive content and wanting to monetize their presence. And that's great. I mean, if you're going to put the effort forward to create beautiful content and have an actual influence, have a million followers that actually are taking action based on your recommendations, that's their business, right? And they want to be paid for that. So then those influencers, the top tier, were looking to get paid, and we got it. We understood that. So some clients have the budget for that. Most of them don't. Then those budgets that didn't sustain paid major influencers would go to micro influencers, right? It was like the 50 to 100,000 followers that still had beautiful content. They were still happy to work with your clients, but their fee wasn't as expensive, or they were happily taking product in trade if it was like a, something they loved and kind of a generous package, right? So micro influencers for a while were where it was at. Raise your hand if you've heard of nano influencers, right? It's shifted now to the nanos. And when I first heard about this, it was in the context of one of our large wellness companies that was looking to reach the sphere of the nano influencers who were suffering from a specific type of, let's say, back pain, and they had a supplement that helped with back pain. And they felt that the nano influencers, which are sometimes under 5,000, it can be 750 people, but those nano influencers are really having an influence over their tight following because it's their sister, their parents, their best friend, a parent from school, their yoga instructor, their hairdresser, people that actually know them. So when they recommend something, it's genuine. And you may think that the nano influencer category is inexpensive, but what you have to do to reach the nanos and make it matter is volume. And so in order to achieve volume, you have to pay an outside agency or a company that has a kind of AI software that will find the people that are the right fit, find the nanos, get your product to them, and increase the sphere of influence with these people that are really genuine. Their audience really connects with them. And I spent $25,000 on one campaign to reach, I think it was about 750 nano influencers for one of our supplement companies. But when that term came to me from the client, I was like, got it. I'm sitting there typing like nano influencer, and then it made a lot of sense to me. And I started to see that this was a service that we could oversee, but we needed help with.